Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another episode of Friday Night Magic Duels, where we're with a Sultai counters deck, and well, it seems that it's not so reliant on Snake alone, which is, I suppose, the very important part about it. It's got multiple sources of creating counters, multiple sources of doubling counters, and we're up against a guy that is definitely not interested. He's off looking to the right about something. Roofer 420. Well, that would explain why he's not really paying that much attention. That explains it. Okay, so we're in, and we have a tap land and an Aether Hub. We can play it. I'm going to keep it. We're on the draw, which means we might get into something. That's annoying. That's annoying. That's going to be my turn one Aether Hub, because I'm not going to deal with those shenanigans sort of thing, and I want the black mana right now. So we're just going to tab it real quick here, just in case he doesn't feel that... Well, he doesn't know what color we're playing, so I'm just wondering if he's going to buff it. So we're going to see what's what. So 1-1. You fool! You fell for my trap card! Alright, cool. Anyways, that's a 2-for-1 and out of the way, and we have time now. Second red down. Into an Inventor's Apprentice. Okay, well, that's a thing. But now I think we're at the point where we're buying time. I'm going to drop this as my next source, and then, whatever, right? Whatever. I probably should have done this one, but still. It's alright. We got the big chunk out of the way. We'll see if he's got any more tricks. No, it looks like we really calmed him down now. He's got to play for one, so keep that in mind. He's probably got removal-ish things. So we've got some green. Do I want to push into this? Yes, I'm going to actually hold up Subtle Strike and do the exact same thing just in case. Because I'd rather do that. Because I want to, and nobody can stop me. And this is what Subtle Strike's in here for, although having a creature is always a good thing. Alright. Do you have a buff spell? No. Alright. So we get hit for one. And that guy is... They can be so annoying, I just want to keep them off the field, honestly. That's about all of it, really. So, let's get out of his range and just play a totally different game than what this deck is intending, because we're drawing all our control-ish stuff, so let's just do that. Let's go back to 20. And say go. Twin Bolt. Okay. Twin Bolt to the face. He's probably thinking that we don't have creatures, and that's probably the best way to play it right now. Because he just blew a Twin Bolt, and we're okay with this. His board state is whatever. Another Inventor's Apprentice. Okay. He still has an additional play that he's not willing to use. I'm guessing that it's creature removal. That's going to be a nice... Yeah, let's gain 2 life. Hi, I heard you're burned. Do you have something to deal with this? He might have a lightning axe in response, so I mean, there is that. So props to him if he's got it. He's got it. Off goes a mountain. And he's down to 1 card. So now we're kind of a little closer to the driver's seat. I suppose I could have tested the waters with a Skyrider Elf, but whatever. He's offering no true pressure. I mean, he'll be getting us to 17 here. And eventually we'll draw our threats and we can do some more fun stuff. So it looks like he's got another form of removal in some sense here. So how do we want to play this then? We don't have our second blue. We don't have our energy. Can we just pop this down as a 3-3? Or I'm going to play the Plunderer. If it soaks up removal, so be it. I'm not too worried about that. Doesn't soak up any removal, but you never know. We'll see what comes up. So he's swinging in. Doesn't care about the 2-1. Willing to trade. I'm fine. No true pressure yet. Decides to drop an additional land. And we get a Sunken Hollow. Cast this for 3. And then swing with this. Split up the threats, because this is going to create a threat in its own right. No removal. I'm testing the waters further and further. Okay, now I feel safe to put that on there. Well, safer. We also have our double blue for expertise. So if we get something free to cast, then great. These cards are just great for killing board states. Yeah, whatever. I'm not falling for your shenanigans. Because I'm going to be cracking back for 7. Deal with it. So this is how I'm going to deal with this. I'm going to put the counter on this guy and have this guy producing counters. And that way he's really got to think about his threats. And we'll put a counter on this now. We'll just balance them out just kind of slightly. Do I feel he's got the power yet? No, but I'm going to be careful next turn about expertising. I'm probably more likely to do it next turn, just simply to push the game out of his range. So 2 more come in, down to 11. Not sure what he's drawn. Unless he's drawn a bunch of land and just doesn't wish to play it. But something blowout. Maybe he's waiting for that. Touch of the Void. 3 damage. Straight to me. Okay, so he's wanting to go against me for some reason. So put a counter on him. And just simply swing? Is that a thing? Is it that simple? Alright, cool. So, there you go, kids. Don't do drugs. You end up a winner. See you in the next game. So, I was a little worried with kind of some minimal PvP testing, mostly versus AI. Clearly vampires going on here. I was doing a bunch of AI testing with the deck, and some things, you know, versus AI, like Subtle Strike, you're almost never going to use it against the AI because they're going to drop out the 4/4s, the 5/5s. We're against the rank 24 Marcellus on the play. So, yeah, it's always a different game in that regard. So we have Plunderer, Constrictor, and Rogue Refiner, and that's about it. No use for the energy at this time. So, it's a thing. So, with that said, I'd say our best first turn looks to be getting an island. Second turn, drop Plunderer, and with all the untapped. And then third turn, drop Constrictor or Rogue Refiner, depending on where things go. We'll see how the deck rolls. I just wanted to thin out that particular land. We're against exactly that, vampires. So we may be seeing removal, maybe. He'll also forget that he's got a pass turn with that thing in play. So we'll see what we run into. We did run into just a hard green. So let's get the black half down, drop Plunderer. and see where this goes. He does have a madness outlet. That is a thing to worry about. So hopefully we can hold the fort long enough. He'll be spewing out his hand, so there's that, and we'll apparently be drawing. Maybe we should be going backwards and playing the control-y part of our game plan again. Maybe. Okay, yep. Swing in for one, because you can. Yep. Tap, 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 tap. Okay. How we play from here? We get another land because why the hell not? I don't like how that's going. I'm going to Rogue Refiner. I want to have answers to this game plan, and I'll just straight up block this guy unless he gets a freaking Masquerade, which would really, really, really suck. I'm going to swing this guy in and give ourselves an additional energy. Maybe we'll find a use for it. There we go. It's a less than ideal draw, but I mean, we have the mana to cast things. Let's just hope that that's not the only thing we're receiving. I would like a +1/+1 counter anything at this point in time. So, fearing the Masquerade, which would be an issue. It's got that guy. That guy's less of an issue. I'll just straight up chump block this guy. Because I don't want him to have any more. It's, yeah, no more. No more of that. That's fine by me. He did his job. He replaced himself, so it's a thing. So Brawl's expertise. We just have to survive to next turn, basically. So, I think we're okay with that. I'm going to drop the forest. That way our woodland cemetery is good next turn. Brawl's expertise will be online. The value train is questionable at best. I'm going to just send this guy in. I don't even care. Let's give ourselves some energy to eventually use. And give me some energy. I suppose I could probably... I've been trying to get the +1 counters thing to work, and I haven't looked at the energy part near as much. But I mean, it's intermittent. It's mostly so I can cast 3 colors. Do we drop Snake? Or do we just drop Plunderer again? I want to drop one of them so something's attacking next turn. I'm going to do this. Once that stuff's back in his hand, maybe we'll be okay. Four mana. Livia's Blood Sworn. Okay. Can haste that. Yup. So we would be taking 7. 7 is acceptable to me right now. I want to shift the tide of things right now. That's not bad, but do we have a... Yes, we do have a use for it. Technically. If we can get a +1/+1 counter, you see that it's a kind of combo thing going on. So I'm going to do Brawl's Expertise, bounce these 3, confirm, cast the Constrictor, confirm, and send in these guys. And give us 4 more energy. Energy's not really helping us, like I said, not at the current time. Not without some sort of enabler or use. So 5 mana down. Lightning Axe. He's after the snake, clearly. That's fine. Puts that back out. We're okay. Life captures grit. That's not actually half bad. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to basically create a wall for now. Because I like his creature, honestly, and I want it. So I'm going to just fish out as much mana as we can get. We have our black, we have our green, we have our blue, so I'm just going to go for a green. And cast Alter Ego for 1. This gives it a counter to use on that. Okay, so that's a 5/5. Swinging it with our guys. And we'll have no cards in hand very soon. We'll be hellbent, so it's going to get pretty freaking ugly here. How you like some of your own medicine? And now, unless we drop, we don't get anything useful here. That's going to be 2 damage. Yep. Do you wish to still swing in? Just with the 2/1. Plays the Neonate. That would technically count as a blocker. Depends on what we draw. It really does. And we draw a land. So land down. And Life Crafter's Gift, we're going to give this one a +1/+1 counter. I'm going to hold this guy back, I think, for emergency. Should we? Actually, no. No, we won. Attack with all, deal 2 damage to you. This is a useful little card you have there, my friend. Now, that is barring him having an answer. If he has an answer, that's a different story. Discarding a card. Oh, don't tell me he's got the drain life. Oh, thank goodness, we got him. We got him, don't we? We got him. All right, we got there. That was a good game. That was tight. I liked that one. All right. See you in the next one. Well, hello there, Homeless Jace. I swear I just played against you. But they don't have to know that. So yeah, my computer just totally crashed down. Apparently, I'm going to guess what my issue is. Probably video card, heat, something like that going on, because it's only with games that it happens with. So I'll have to look at it, but for the most part it's not replaceable, so I'm dealing with it. So I've got the window open in the middle of winter. Hopefully that does the trick. Pretty cool game. Got to the point of where the opponent conceded. Rank 16 Wriggles. Well, hopefully he's not that squirmy a bastard. We'll see. We have turn to something into nothing afterwards, so let's just go with it. There. Thank you. Yeah, fun fact. You lose a rank even after the concession if if everything crashes. Even though it says you win, you've got the winning stuff. Okay, so that's a 3rd land. I think we're okay-ish. Not really. We don't have green. That's a thing. So we're just going to have to see what we can run into here. It's a little inconvenient of mana. Rogue Refiner will put us back online either way it goes. Durable Handicraft. Interesting choice. So Gitrog monster down. We're going to just swing in. Because we can. We have no other plays. Well, here's hoping for an additional land, or at least a 3-drop that can help synergize us well here. Sage of Salia's Claim gets a counter. Okay. That's good enough to deal with that. We get an Evolving Wilds, which is sufficient enough to get us the green, but we're not doing anything now. So he's clearly mono green, which means that, well, he's possibly clearly mono green. He's mono green for now. The computer just froze in place right here. I don't know what that was. Yeah. Interesting thing. All right, skip attack. I don't know what that was. It just flat out froze. Kind of like the last video where it just froze for a few seconds. Only that time the lights flickered. Uvenwald Mysteries. Mysterious. All right. Well, we finally, we'll get a chance to use our Rogue Refiner here to get some work, unless something else comes up. Where no. So when a creature comes into play, is that what it is? That's the non-token creature, when a creature enters the battlefield, so he can make some 2/2s. This is not bad. So I'm going to Rogue Refiner. It has the potential to get seriously out of control if we get to Altered Ego our snake, by the way. Nice. Okay. So we have the capacity to use push as well. I'm going to hold that open because we're going to see fight mechanics, possibly. If he's mono green, he's going to be running fight mechanics for his removal. Fatal Push will kill this and nullify. He might get a token, but whatever. Or he'll get the clue, but he won't get the... How's it work? Investigate with the... Okay. Another Sage. Boost that up. I know next turn we can Gear Hulk, and that would be just obscene. So sends the 3/2, that's fine. You're not really that threatening yet. Skyship Plunderer is a very nice follow-up. So do we just Gear Hulk and go completely out of control here? Yes, actually. Gear Hulk. Down. Out of control. Let's do 1, 2, 3, and a 4th one right back on it. Next turn, we Altered Ego it and just slam in. Also, I'm going to protect Snake because I want to see if he's got anything like a pump spell. Very nice. Now, if he attacks in, we'll kind of be onto his game. He's at 5 mana additionally, and gets a Pima Outrider. Interesting. Turns it into a 4/4, bumps it up to a 5/5. Playing the arms race now. Does not attack, so we're in the driver's seat now. This, and he's tapped out, so this is going to hurt him more than... It just froze again. Seriously? That's weird. Alright, for 1. Okay. Yes, all my mana. Yes, take all my mana. Copy that, and 1, 2, and 3, and 4. This is obscene! Alright, so send in this guy and this guy. Snake will stay on defense. Because he's got enough for lethal on that regards. So he's double blocking Verdurous Gear Hulk. I'm fine with that. Kill that, kill that. 7 goes through. Interesting that he'll block the Trampler in that regards. Okay. We still have a Trampler, so that's fine. Fatal Push may have to come into play here. Might want to actually get Kalitas down too. That would be a good play. That way the pressure's still on. It's non-token, mind you, but at least, when he gets something killed, we get something in return as well. And we're out of range of fight mechanics, minus Kalitas in this case, which, has a little more potential. Got him in the think tank now. He's gonna have to come up with something here. And he might have something. I mean, he can make more tokens, at which point he could probably even make one of them a 2/2. Yeah, okay. So that was his play. That's fine. Plays that. Potential pump spell. Sends in the 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana. Or is, yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 forest. 7, 8, 9. I'm fine with that. You can't kill me. You don't have a pump spell worthy enough. That's fine. Skyrider Elf is who cares? That would take energy and everything. So I'm going to actually just you could have a fog. That would be an interesting thing. Fatal Push. Send this guy just in case. He's playing some Pima Outrider red flags me into fog potential territory, so yeah, I'm not gonna run with my pants down on that one. Just play it safe, send in what we needed to. All right, so that was game number 3 of the first video. We get 3 wins. That was actually pretty interesting. We didn't actually have really 2 games that were exactly the same. They were pretty interesting ways the deck worked out. So hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.